Hey, I'm with my good friend Chris Music, and this is the first of a variety of series I hope to continue to offer called Teriffic Transformations. Okay, your story, what you've done, I think is just incredible, and I hope as we share this with our audience that it'll be a source of encouragement. So, you used to be a little bigger.
I was.
Okay, we've been working since October.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when you came in, what did you weigh?
I was 388.
Okay, and now this is March, so we're looking at 6 months roughly?
Mm-hmm, about 6 months.
Okay, and how much weight have you lost in 6 months?
I'm right at 85 pounds.
85 pounds in 6 months. That's amazing. First of all, you had gone through some weight loss prior to this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did you weigh before when you first started the first time?
When I started the first time, I was at about 360,
Okay.
and I lost about 58 pounds.
Okay.
Got down to 302 and put it all back on.
And then some.
And then some.
Okay. I think that's a common mistake people make, is they lose weight. And I'm not sure how you did it the first time. We'll talk about that. But sometimes people lose the weight improperly. Sometimes they don't reprogram their eating. They don't feed the machine. They stop eating. Exercise isn't part of the formula. And when they fall away from that, the weight comes back and then some. What was your first attempt like? What did you do at the first time you lost some weight?
I lost it real quick.
Okay.
I lost it all in about 6 weeks.
Okay.
And I was doing heavy cardio, not as much lifting.
Okay.
But yet I ate a lot of processed foods.
Okay.
The diet I was on, I was counting points and watching calories, but the food that I was eating wasn't natural. It was processed, so I was still craving certain things, still was hungry a lot.
Okay. Why did you stop the first time? What happened?
I moved.
Okay. So you moved and then...
got away from my trainer and
okay.
Never really found a gym that I liked and quit working out.
Okay.
Didn't have any motivation.
Got busy with life.
Exactly.
Okay. But then what happened to cause it all to pop again for you to go, I got to get going?
Well, honestly, it was a spiritual issue.
Yeah.
The Lord had really been dealing with me about a need for revival.
Yeah.
For His church.
Yeah.
I had been preaching on revival a lot, and I actually saw you advertising a fitness revival.
Okay.
And it's kind of like it just all clicked for me that that
Okay.
was part of the revival that I needed, was a fitness revival as well as a spiritual revival.
Yeah.
And so now I've had to change my eating, I've changed my exercise, but most importantly, I've changed my mind.
Good. Yeah, it all starts with the head. I mean, you have to have a strong commitment. I heard something neat in a seminar that I was at a while back. It was one of Zig Ziglar's lines, and I love Zig Ziglar. And he looked at the word motivation. And in motivation, you have two elements of that word, motive and action. And if we don't have a good enough motive to cause the change, it's not going to happen. But we still have to put things in action. What was, I think you just said what your motive was, you want to glorify God, but the action, you changed your food plan, you're working out with weights, and you're doing cardio. Your food plan, how many times a day are you eating now?
I'm eating 5 times a day.
How many times a day were you eating before?
2, maybe 3, just
Okay.
depending on how busy I was. Sometimes I'd wait and just eat once a day,
Okay.
but I would eat when I would eat.
Yeah. And do you feel satisfied now as far as eating 5 times a day?
I do. Sometimes it's a struggle because I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
But I know I still have to feed the machine, as you said.
Okay.
I've got to keep fueling the body.
Okay.
Because that's all food is fuel.
You know, your story doesn't stop with you. You have 2 children.
Yes.
And their names again?
Carter is
Carter.
my oldest.
I've met
and
Carter.
Randall, my daughter.
And Randall, yeah.
She's my baby.
What do they think about this change? Because how you eat affects your kids. And you know, part of this obesity epidemic, mom and dad, it starts with you, okay? So if you get a hold of your bad eating habits and change them, it's going to have an impact on your children, isn't it, Chris?
It is. It really affected my whole family. My kid, we don't call it a diet. It's not a diet.
No.
My daughter coined the phrase, it's our lifestyle change.
Wow.
And, you know, the sugars, the candy and stuff, you know, I don't deprive them of being kids, but they don't have a desire for it. If we go out to a restaurant, instead of ordering pop, they order water.
Yeah.
Instead of ordering French fries, they order rice or they order broccoli as a side. And it's choices that they're making now just because they've seen mom and dad do it.
Yeah. Is that a big struggle for them, or are they actually having fun with it?
They love it.
Yeah.
They really do. They're starting to open up to new things. My daughter wanted to go to Skyline the other day. She hadn't been there since we had started this, but she told me, she said, it's just not as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
Because her tastes have changed, and you know, she'd rather have a salad or a grilled piece of chicken, and you know, it's just the way we do now.
What a transformation. You know, it's funny, I think some parents are fearful that their kids are missing out if they can't eat that junk. And I think what they need to do, they need to recognize that that junk is contributing to all the illnesses, or a lot of the illnesses that kids end up suffering. The changes that you made and Charlotte have made, the blessings aren't stopping with you. They're going down to your kids. And look at the impact I think your kids might even have on other kids. Are they talking to other kids about how to eat now?
They are. When at school lunch, they talk about what we're eating, what, you know, that's really not good for you. You know, it doesn't, your body doesn't need that kind of food. You should be eating this. And, you know, I tell them that they need to be careful, but, you know, they tell people what they know and what they've seen, how they've seen it change mom and dad. My wife has been a real inspiration. She's really picked up on it with me. And, you know, the whole family, she has just changed the way they eat and the way we prepare. And, you know, but like I said, we don't go hungry, and we're eating a lot of different types of foods. And so we do have a lot of variety.